And India is hosting leaders of the world's 20 biggest economies for the G20 Summit in Delhi. American President Joe Biden, leader of the world's biggest economy, will be there. But the leader of the world's second biggest economy, President Xi Jinping of China, will not be present. DD India correspondent Andrew Wood has more from Hong Kong.
Well, sometimes Xi Jinping's absences are far more interesting than the things he's present for. You may remember at the BRICS summit, Mr. Xi was supposed to give a speech to business leaders, and he didn't turn up, and the Chinese Commerce Minister had to give the speech instead, and there was no reason given for this, although there was some speculation later that Mr. Xi perhaps wanted to avoid questions at the end of the speech, which might show that China's economic situation is not as good as people were hoping, certainly not as good as perhaps it was predicted to be at the beginning of the year when China finally got rid of its very strict COVID restrictions. Now, the fact that Xi Jinping won't be at the G20 Leaders Summit in India was at first perhaps thought to be a bit of a snub to India, perhaps a rebuke for retired senior Indian military men going to Taiwan for a conference on military issues in East Asia. But now Nikkei Asia, the Japanese news organization, is suggesting through its sources that perhaps this is a way, by not going to the G20 summit, Mr. Xi is actually saving face, because it says that during the summer recess, the summer holidays, usually senior Communist Party leaders get together at a seaside resort to discuss issues, and they did that this year. And that the reports that are coming out from sources are that Mr. Xi was taken to task by some of the senior, retired, elder communist politicians for the way he's running the country. And so by not going to the G20, he might be avoiding some difficult questions either in front of the scenes or behind the scenes. In Hong Kong, I'm Andrew Wood, reporting for DD India.
And now we take a look at